Well, hello. Hope you guys are all keeping well. So, yesterday I popped into the Muji store in central London, more specifically Oxford Street. Now, I got into stationery and all things related at the beginning of last year. And the last time I went to Muji was probably about 3 years ago. So I haven't actually been back to Muji since I've got into the stationery rabbit hole. And so yesterday I found myself in central London, work related stuff. And it was the evening, I was about to head back home. I was on Oxford Street and I thought, Muji, I wonder if it's still open. So I went there and it wasn't long before closing time. So I quickly managed to go in, have a good look around. Now, I saw some really nice stuff, but because they were approaching closing time, I felt a little bit rushed. So I decided I don't want to buy in that state, right? One of the biggest things I wanted to buy was some fountain pen friendly notebooks, and they had quite a few. But once again, I felt a little bit rushed, and I know I'm going to be going back in a few weeks' time. So I treated yesterday as more of a recce, and then when I go back in a few weeks' time, I've got a much better idea of what I want to get. And there's quite a few items I want to get when I go back. But for now, I did manage to grab a few bits that caught my eye, and I thought I'd just do a quick show and tell. So the first thing I got is this notebook, and this is an A6 plain sheet notebook. It's kind of more the kind of cheaper model from Muji. And this has got, I believe it's 144 sheets or pages. I don't read Japanese. So yeah, all in all, I got one of these, and this is quite nice. I'm not sure if it's thread or glue bound. Feels like it's glue bound. And it has got a bookmark as well, ribbon bookmark, which is quite nice. And yeah, this was fairly inexpensive. This was about £2.85 or thereabouts. So yeah, very inexpensive. So I thought, actually, yeah, I don't mind grabbing one of these. Look pretty cool. So I grabbed that. I doubt this is going to be fountain pen friendly. The paper's quite thin. But yeah, I thought, yeah, a little kind of scrap notebook can never do any harm with that. The next thing I got was a pair of these small scissors. It had two designs. I had this design, which kind of goes into a plastic sheath, and one without a sheath, but it's kind of more of a kind of rectangle sort of design. And so I bought these for the moment. When I go back, I'll buy the other style. But I wanted a small pair of scissors that are protected to carry my portable kind of kit, my portable stationery kit. And yeah, these seem pretty good. Once again, no frills, your bog standard scissors. You know, they don't have a sharp end. So yeah, these look pretty decent for the price. And once again, these were cheap. I think they were about £2.50. So very inexpensive. And yeah, that was it. So it's just a nice pair of scissors to sling in my little kind of portable travel journaling stroke stationery kit. The next thing I got was a couple of these pencil cases. Now I've got something similar by Penco, and that's also in clear as well. It's a little bit thicker, and these are actually a lot cheaper, these ones. So this is, they categorize this as a large one, and this they categorize as a small one. And so kind of use simple, no frills, just a little clip front there, opens into two. And same one with this one, the large one, kind of no frills. Once again, these were also very inexpensive. I tried to remember, I think, actually, I've got it written here. So the large one was £2.95, and that's 3.5 euros. And the small one is £2.50, which is 2.95 euros. Once again, very inexpensive. Now, the one thing I found with the cases, these ones, they had loads of like shapes and sizes. These two are the ones that immediately caught my eye, so I grabbed these. But when I next go back, they've got a whole array, like credit card size and just bigger ones, smaller ones. So pillbox type sizes. And so next time, yeah, I want to grab a few more of those. And they're very inexpensive. It's a great way of organizing your kit. So yeah, just grab a couple of these, and next time around, I'll be sure to grab a load more of these kind of storage type boxes from Muji. Lastly, I bought some pens. Now, I've never ever used, let alone owned, any Muji pens. And I've heard generally some pretty good stuff about it. Now, I had a good look. Once again, I felt a little bit rushed, so I didn't buy it as much as I wanted to. But I had a good look, and next time I'll have a better idea of what I want to get. For the moment, I grabbed this pack of 10. Now, this is where things get a little bit confusing. I don't know if you can see. It says gel ink ballpoint pen. So, when I was looking at the pens, the bigger part of their selection was gel pens and ballpoint pens, and I had them in, I think, 10 colors of each, and I had each one in 3 different sizes: 0.38 millimeters, which is what I got here, 0.5 millimeters, and 0.7. Now, what was confusing is these are called gel ink ballpoint pen, and the others were called ballpoint pens. And when I asked the guy working there, like, well, what's the difference? Are these actual gel pens or they're ballpoints? He goes, no, they're gel pens, but they're called ballpoints. So it just got a little bit confusing. If any of you watching can clear it up for me, like, these are in fact gel pens, but for some reason they're called ballpoints. Do let me know in the comments below. That'll be greatly appreciated. But from what I could tell, these are gel pens. So yeah, it was a little bit confusing. Now, it just come in here. I think to buy individually was £1.30, £1.40 each, roughly. But when you buy a set of 10, it was like £12 something. So it works out about £1.20 odd each. So it works out a little bit cheaper to buy them in a pack of 10. They also sell the refills as well. They were like 90 something pence. And they had them in 2 different styles. So let me just take these out. So they had these in, so these are the clip tops. They had them in a retractable version as well. So I went for the clip top version for now. And the 10 colors I've got in the 0.38 is, in no particular order, black. What is that? Like a turquoise, teal sort of color. Red, light blue, orange, dark blue, light green, light pink. What is that? Looks like a dark blue and a purple. So they got these, and yeah, they come with that little protection, little rubber latex thing on there, so the ink doesn't wear out while in storage. So I will take those off and give these a try. And I don't think these will fit in here. Let's see if they do. I doubt they will. Let's give it a try. Nope, they don't fit like that. So let's grab 5 and put them the other way with lids on opposing ends. Let's see if that works. Yeah, just about. It's a bit of a snug fit. You can get the 10 in here, but it's like 5 this way with the lids that end and 5 that way with the lid that end. So, but it does fit in there. Like I said, a bit of a snug fit. But yeah, I guess it's a nice little compact way of carrying the whole set. And so, like I mentioned, they got the gels, ballpoints in 3 different sizes and 2 different mechanisms for closure. So once again, yeah, it was the first time kind of looking at it, and it was just a little bit confusing. Even the guy working there, poor bloke, trying to explain to me, I think he got confused. He was like starting to scratch his head. Yeah, I think he gave up in the end. It must have been a long day for him. He thought, I can't be bothered trying to figure out what it is. And but there you go. But anyway, they were kind of fairly well priced. The pens, you can't go wrong. And so there you have it. That is my small haul from Muji. Like I said, it's the first time I've been back to Muji since getting into the stationery rabbit hole. And yeah, all in all, they had some really nice stuff. But I felt a little bit rushed when I went yesterday. So when I go back in a few weeks' time, yesterday was a good trip because it gave me a lot to think about. So when I do go back next time, I'll be hopefully making a lot more of an informed choice about, okay, exactly what I'm going to get. And I do, see myself getting quite a few things from there. So like I said, the fountain pen friendly notebooks, I want to get the whole range of them. A load more of these cases. I'm going to try out a few more of the pens. They also had some like calligraphy pen. I think it was a marker pen, highlighters, pencils, mechanical pencils. So I do want to get a range of their kind of writing instruments. And I had a few more bits of stationery actually. They had, like I said, another design of the scissors, stapler, things like that. So I'll probably grab one each of those. Fairly inexpensive, and yeah, just that kind of clean Japanese aesthetic, right? In terms of how they look. And yeah, I really liked it. So all in all, yesterday was a good trip. It's given me a lot of food for thought when I go back in a few weeks' time for a more comprehensive shopping trip. If you have any recommendations of things to get from Muji that you've had good experience with, please do let me know in the description down below. I'd love to kind of hear your experiences, to say, hey, yeah, this particular item from Muji is really, really good. Give that a try. And yeah, so when I go back in a few weeks' time, I can kind of take your suggestions on board and you know, have a look for those items as well. Do appreciate you watching. Be sure to check out the other videos on my channel. And until the next time, take care.